After an epic 42-37 victory in Week 18 against the Houston Texans on the road, the Cleveland Browns punched their tickets into the 2026 wildcard round as the 7th seed and will now travel to Arrowhead to take on the 2-seeded Chiefs, 12-5 on the year. Taking a look at the overalls, massive underdogs are the Browns this season. You take a look at some of the stats head to head. It's going to be the best defense in football going against perhaps the best offense, second best scoring offense in the league against the #1 ranked scoring defense. Strength versus strength in this matchup. Also worth noting that the Chiefs were also top 10 in terms of allowing points per game. So their defense, no slouch either here in the year 2026. When it comes to stopping this Chiefs offense, there's really any way you can go here. When you look at all the attempts, they're between 12 and 14 in all of them. They're a very balanced offense. You know, when the Patrick Mahomes era started, it was definitely defend the deep pass was the biggest concern, but I actually think they make a lot of their money these days in that short to intermediate area here. I think if we can keep them from their quick game in this game, that will be our best, I think, hope of slowing this offense down. And our run game really needs a boost here. Our offense looks much better when the run game is complementing what we can do through the air, and we need to get that going. Chris Jones, even a couple years into the future, is still a dominant force on the interior for the Browns. I want to make sure we're at full strength ahead of this wild card matchup, and we've got some big time upgrades here in this week of training. Looks like Bullock must have gotten a big time XP upgrade for reaching 75 tackles in week 18. So he gets a double upgrade. I think we'll go one into hybrid as well as one into zone probably here. A couple upgrades to his man and his zone here ahead of the matchup will be nice here. Up into the 80s now in his zone coverage. Greg Newsome. What should we upgrade here? I think he could still use a bit of a boost just to get over 85 zone coverage here. So we'll go with a zone upgrade this time around. Gets a little bit of a tackling upgrade. And that zone does go up. He's been an absolute stud for us this season. Danny Gibson, getting him up to 85 overall seems like a good plan here. He gets an injury, which is cool, I guess. He gets block shed, but nothing too power moves. He needed block shedding more anyway, so I'll take that upgrade there. Martin Emerson, taking a look at his ratings, he needs to develop, I think, as a man cover guy, but he is our slot. Slot usually gives good man coverage updates, and he does get a +2 here, so we will take that. Mike Hall breakout campaign for him. I'd like to get him back up to a scheme fit, but it's not going to happen here, as I feel like Run Stopper gives finesse move upgrades so often in this game. He did get a strength boost though, which is really nice to see. His strength is something he desperately needs, although, you know, in this season hasn't seems like he's needed it too much. He's been really good. Just got Lance Linton up to 80 overall, so we got him an extra ability slot, so now I think we can help try and work on that run game a little bit. Hopefully make him more well balanced. Tony Stevenson, same kind of idea here, trying to make our linemen well balanced, able to do a little bit of everything. Pass block gets up to 80. Kenny Gainwell. Been a nice little under the radar signing for us. I think we'll go receiving back here for this upgrade. It's a juke move, spin move, a little bit of route running as well. And that is all I've got for the intro portion. Let's get in to Wildcard Weekend. The last time the Browns faced off against the Chiefs in the playoffs was not that long ago, January 17th, 2021, where the Browns traveled to Arrowhead in the divisional round and lost to the Chiefs. Today they seek revenge, heading back to Arrowhead Stadium, this time in the wild card rounds. This Chiefs team, of course, is no easy out in the Mahomes era in Kansas City, but today the Browns hope to play upset. They'll start with the ball here, and the first play of the game will be 9.5 yards to Jerry Jeudy. We need Donnie Richardson to avoid some of those mistakes. You're likely not going to get away with a 4-turnover game like we saw in Week 18, despite the win against a team the caliber of Kansas City. 3rd and 1 towards the flat. It's hauled in, but short of the sticks. An excellent tackle there by Sims. And Cleveland will punt here on the opening possession. 4th and inches from midfield. Hoping to pin Kansas City deep in their own territory, and we do get them down to the 6, so a great punt there. The number 1 defense in football going against the high-powered Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes threw 50 touchdowns this year on 4,500 yards as well. Let's see what we can do. First snap of the game for the Chiefs offense. Mahomes back to pass. Myles Garrett with a big-time win. Daniel Gibson brings the pressure as well. The hold will be on the Chiefs, so the safety will stand. That's very 2026 Cleveland Browns-ish for the defense to be the first unit that puts points on the board. So now up 2-0. We have a chance to extend that lead here. Play action. Richardson goes deep with it. It's picked off. On a throw, headed towards Jerry Jeudy. It's Chamari Connor with the interception. 20 picks in the regular season for Donald Richardson. I actually think this is a pretty solid decision. It was a 101 shot, and Jerry Jeudy had solid positioning on him. He was there. That pass was a little high, sure, but I feel like Jerry Jeudy should have done more to at least ensure it was an incompletion, if not a catch himself. Not saying it was a perfect decision, but I don't think it was a bad one. Richardson has the aggressive decision-maker trait. So those 50-50 balls, he's going to attempt those often. And we just need our receivers to make those plays sometimes. 3rd and 5. It's complete to Rashee Rice. Now down to the 21 on 2nd and 2. Mahomes finds Pacheco. He runs over a couple of Browns defenders on his way to the 8-yard line. Angry running there from Isaiah Pacheco. We've now got 1st and goal for Kansas City. Trying to score the first touchdown of this game. Man in motion. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah nearly gets there with the sack. Newsome, he was able to get 2 hands on that ball. It could have been an end zone interception, which would have been extremely clutch. Instead, we'll settle for the PBU. Noah Gray in motion for Kansas City. Koramoah comes clean again, but this time Mahomes able to sidestep and find his man Rashee Rice in the end zone for the score. Calling blitzes here in the red zone. goal-to-go situations. It worked both times. JOK got free rushes, but Mahomes, an excellent off-platform throw there. 3rd and 4. Right in the beginning of the next drive, and Kareem Hunt stiff arms a man, but still unable to get past the sticks. It's a 3-and-out following the Kansas City touchdown. Mahomes finds Noah Gray for a first down pickup. The post-Travis Kelce era, it's Noah Gray taking on a pretty big role here in the Kansas City offense. Here he is again. Over the middle for another first down. 2nd and 2. Pacheco, he'll be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. JOK, one of the guys there for the Browns. So now it's 3rd and 4. Mahomes evading, throwing on the run, and finding his man, Justin Ross, for a first down, Kansas City. Now here into the second quarter. Pacheco has a big hole over the middle. Gets it into the red zone. The Chiefs offense has looked very good these last 2 drives. From the 15. Noah Gray in motion. Mahomes finds Justin Ross down to the 1. Just been pitch and catch these last 2 drives for Mahomes. We get some pressure on him, but it just never seems to matter. And for the second time today, Mahomes finds Rashee Rice in the end zone for the touchdown. Browns brought blitz again, but Mahomes recognized it, got it out of his hands quickly. Malik Hooker has been pretty solid for us this year, but that speed certainly shows up in man coverage. 3rd and 2 towards the flats, again short of the 6, but this time Njoku breaks past a tackle. That's the difference between Njoku and a backup tight end there, making the play to keep the drive alive. Into Kansas City territory on 2nd and 1. McFerrin gets stopped up, cannot move the chains, but Njoku is injured. Hopefully just a short-term stinger there, as we really need him in this game. 3rd and 1. Over the middle, it's A.D. Mitchell who hauls it in for the conversion. Big package here on 3rd and 2. McFerrin running to the outside, moves the chains again. Run game not being super highly productive, but it's doing just enough here to keep the drives alive. Over the middle, Njoku just checked back into the game, and he gets us down to the 4. Very fortunate to have him back on the field so soon, and you can see why. He has been an elite playmaker for us this entire season. 13 personnel on the field for the Browns on 1st and goal from the 4. Fake the give to McFerrin. Richardson's rolling to his left, and the Chiefs defense was ready. He will pick up a couple. Kareem Hunt in the backfield with Richardson here on 2nd down. He'll get the carry, and he'll get the touchdown. First touchdown of the game for this Cleveland offense. We'll make this a 1-score possession here in Arrowhead once more. Third and 5 for the Chiefs on their next drive. Mahomes has plenty of time, goes to the flats, and Denzel Ward was there to meet him right at the perfect time. No additional yardage, so a 3-and-out forced by the defense. We now have a chance to potentially take the lead. Njoku, catch and run. up the right sideline. He's had himself a monster first half. Just such a good route runner, run after the catch threat for us. I don't know what this offense would be without him. We're already only league average. Without him, I don't know where this would be. We get a sack here on second down, bringing up a 3rd and long after the 2-minute warning. Cleveland elects to play it safe here prior to halftime, and our tight end 2 injured on this one. Not headed to the locker room, though, so hopefully nothing serious for McDougald. And we will punt it away on 4th and 13. But the Chiefs will rough the kicker. And so the drive stays alive for the Browns. Into Chiefs territory. Clean pocket and a nice delivery from Richardson. That's 9 more yards here for Njoku. And now our center, Matt Gleason, is injured. He's the captain along our offensive line. Don't love to see an injury there. Richardson has Matt Driver, been relatively quiet here in the first half, but a nice pickup on that reception. Second down, Richardson again back to pass, and Jerry Jeudy with the reception this time. 1 timeout remaining. The Browns will not elect to use it here, so this will be the last play before a potential field goal attempt. We'll just head it into the flats here. It'll be incomplete, so with 4 seconds remaining, Cleveland will try and tack on 3 more. So the roughing the kicker results in 3 Cleveland points. It also keeps the Chiefs offense off the board, or off the field, to avoid having them put any more points on the board. 12-14 is your halftime score in Kansas City. We are the first team to play here in the AFC playoffs, so there's no hint as to who will be playing in the divisional round. As we sit here, I think a very competitive half by the Browns. The defense had those 2 drives, but other than that, looked pretty strong. Of course, got the safety on the board as well. The offense, 10 points a half, is probably par for the course. Second half now, 2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line. There's a man over the middle. That's Xavier Worthy. His second reception here on the drive. Rashee Rice wide open. He's galloping down that left sideline to the 22-yard line. Chiefs got themselves another good-looking drive here going to start the second half. Mahomes has time, throws an interception over the middle. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah comes up with the takeaway in a big spot. That was a really clean Kansas City drive up to that point. Felt like it was on its way toward a touchdown, but JOK makes a big-time play and gives our offense the ball at the 17. McFerrin on the carry. That's a nice gallop up the middle for a gain of 12. Things getting pretty chippy here in this close game in the second half. Richardson into the flat on 3rd and 3. McFerrin gets just enough. That was close. Kind of looked a little short to me, but of course we'll take the first down. 3rd and 3. Njoku again gets a block from Driver, but the defender was able to fight through it and tackle him at the 34. In scoring range, Richardson has all day, eventually takes off, but it's going to be a 4th down here. Kansas City gets the stop. We are in field goal range, so the Browns will try out the field goal kicker, trying to take the lead here more than halfway through now this 3rd quarter. The kick is up. And it is through the uprights. Cleveland takes a 1-point lead. And in motion for Kansas City. Mahomes back to pass and finds Noah Gray, his favorite target today. He and Rashee Rice have been tough for the Browns defense to stop. What a play in the backfield. Myles Garrett making the tackle through the block for a loss of 4, but the Chiefs would gain 10 yards on second down, so now it's 3rd and 4. Mahomes will do it with his legs this time. Moving the chains. Having some words with JOK afterwards. You know, start the 4th quarter with the Browns in the lead. Taken down on 3rd down. Odafe Owe with the sack. That'll force Kansas City into a field goal attempt. Not a very easy one either. This will be 53 yards. That sack knocked it back 7 yards. And that's going to be enough to force the miss. Doinking it off the left upright. The Browns remain in front. On 2nd down, Njoku hauls in another big-time catch. His 10th of the day, now over 100 yards here in the playoffs. He showed up in a major way. We are so lucky his injury was not serious here in this game. I don't know if anybody on the field is replacing that type of production here. Excellent run on 1st down. Sets up the nice 2nd down conversion for McFerrin. Now it's 3rd and inches. RPO. It's to Jerry Jeudy here. He breaks off a tackle and gets it down to the 10. Won't officially be 1st and goal, but in essence, it is 1st and goal as that yellow line is practically touching the end zone. 1st and 10. Over the middle, short, but it's going to be just a pickup of 2 for A.D. Mitchell. Nice rally tackling there by the Chiefs. So we bring out the heavy package on 2nd down. Fake the give. Throw into the flat for our 3rd string tight ends, and that'll lose the 2 yards we just picked up. 3rd and 10 here. All we got to do is take care of the ball. We have 3 pretty much guaranteed points on the board. Richardson, clean pocket, over the middle, and it's picked off by Nick Bolton. And these are the types of interceptions you just can't have. Like I just said, we had 3 practically guaranteed points on the board. There's no pressure at all. Just settle for 3 here. I know you want to get Matt Driver involved. And perhaps he could have broken free had you waited another second, but a bad interception. His 2nd of the day. The first one, I think, again, was justifiable. I think that was at least half on Jerry Jeudy. But that one was just an awful interception. Noah Gray hauls in another one for Kansas City. The tight ends have been the stars of the show in this game. 2nd and 3. Myles Garrett was not fooled at all by the play action, but Mike Hall injured on the play. Our breakout 3rd-year defender. 3rd and 13. Myles Garrett applying pressure once more, forcing the throwaway. And the Kansas City punt. The defense hasn't allowed Kansas City to score since early on in the 2nd quarter. The number 1 defense in the NFL has played like it in this game, and now, with 6 minutes remaining in a 1-point ball game, we're going to watch the rest of this one play out. The offense could really use a strong drive. We had one go in last time until the interception in the end zone. That driver hauls one in for a pickup of 4 there. Under center here on 2nd down. Fake the give to Mitchell in motion, and we'll give it to McFerrin instead. He'll pick up a couple. Third and 4 from the 27. Really need a conversion here. Gonna go towards the screen. Kareem Hines. The offensive line just ignored that defender there, but luckily Hicks wasn't able to get there until Kareem Hunt had picked up the first down. Fresh set of downs at the 33. Richardson to pass again, this time in the flats to McFerrin. Pickup of just 1 yard. From the gun. Donnie Richardson back to pass again, finds Jerry Jeudy. Moving the chains to our number 1 wide receiver. Although yardage-wise, it was Matt Driver this year for sure. Now under 3 minutes remain. McFerrin, he has a first down. Excellent blocking. He got downfield in a hurry. And now we're almost here in field goal range. 2-minute warning approaching. This drive looking good so far. Richardson on the curl route. That's always a risky play in Madden, but it works out for us this time. Jerry Jeudy all the way down to the 10. We'll call it the 11. You have to have this timed out perfectly for it to work in Madden. If you're a half second late, you can turn into a pick six, but this time it works out for a big time play for Cleveland. Three tight ends on the field. The give to McFerrin. He's just trying to ensure that he does not fumble the ball there. Picks up 2. Now the Browns will bring in a fullback. Give once more to McFerrin. He's going upfield for a couple more. 3rd and 6 now. Kansas City uses their second timeout. From the gun, back to pass, going to the screen game. McFerrin does not pick up the first. Didn't really allow the offensive lineman to get there for the block. Kansas City uses their last timeout, but on 4th and 2, the offense stays on the field. It's all or nothing, and we get the touchdown. Ernie McFerrin into the end zone on 4th and 2. The risky play pays off for the Browns. And now we're an extra point away from taking an 8-point lead with under 2 minutes left in this game. This game is far from over. We've seen Patrick Mahomes in this situation many times come out on top. And the Chiefs, of course, have an impressive playoff pedigree. But we've got the number 1 defense in football. And I trust them here with 1:42, no timeouts remaining, to keep the Chiefs out of the end zone. Let's see what happens. We'll start with an incomplete pass. Denzel Ward laying the hit on Worthy. Second down now. Mahomes over the middle, and it's broken up by Ward again. Great start to this drive for CB1. That makes it 3rd down. Tight end in motion for Kansas City. Mahomes has Noah Gray like he's had pretty much all game long, and the catch and run will move the sticks. Clock moving as well, but still plenty of time here. Nearly intercepted by Ben Folds. That would have ended the ball game right there. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. Noah Gray in motion. Mahomes finds Noah Gray for a pickup of 7. That'll make it a much easier 3rd down here for the Chiefs. Noah Gray in motion again. 3rd and 3. It's complete for a 1st down, and now the Chiefs are in Cleveland territory, but the clock is starting to become an issue here. Down to 30 seconds at the snap. Mahomes goes downfield, is popped up and intercepted by Malik Hooker. That is the ball game. The Cleveland Browns, the biggest underdogs in Wild Card Weekend, come to Arrowhead and will steal away a victory, exacting their revenge for the 2021 playoffs. Denzel Ward with another breakup here in the final drive. Ben Folds tips it up to Malik Hooker. And the Browns are going to get the win in this game. Who would have thought? I certainly thought we wouldn't have enough juice to beat Kansas City. But the offense did enough, and the defense shut down Kansas City. They held them to 14 points. And the last time they scored was their first drive of the 2nd quarter. The number 1 defense in football came to play today in a major way, and the Browns' season will stay alive for at least another week. Such a fun, gritty game. Both quarterbacks threw a couple of interceptions in this one. It was a 1-score ball game for the entirety of this game, pretty much. And the Browns just executed a little bit better down the stretch, and of course that was the difference here. So impressed by this defense all year long, and this game was a perfect game to be at their best. 35 of 39 for Richardson. He was very good at getting completions. A lot of them were underneath throws. His yards per attempt were pretty low. We got touchdowns for both McFerrin and Kareem Hunt. 11 catches for 116 yards for Njoku, and then 10 catches for 114 for Gray. It was a National Tight Ends Day or something. Felt like it here in this game. 3 pancake blocks for Stevenson. You'll love to see it. Sacks, TFLs wise in this game, Myles Garrett would lead us with 3. He'd also lead the game with 1.5 sacks. And Chris Jones was the only one with a sack for Kansas City. That was the difference. We've seen our guys struggle with sacks a lot, but not in this game. We do get some unfortunate news following the win. Mike Hall out for the next 3 weeks. This is 4 here, but I have not yet simulated the week. I mean, he'd be back for a potential Super Bowl run, but I don't know if we're quite there yet. What a strong victory for the Cleveland Browns, but now we're going against the division rival Bengals. They call it the divisional round for good reason, I guess. 13-4 on the year. They shut us out. Earlier in this year, they've beaten us twice already. They'll be going for the 3-peats. And that is what we will be getting into in the next episode of our Cleveland Browns realistic franchise rebuild. That'll be coming out soon. And I'll see you then. Go Browns.